Hey guys, it's Deacon082 and welcome back to Pokemon LeafGreen Randomizer Nuzlocke. And in the last episode, I picked up the Quick Claw. Sorry, I don't even know what was going on there. But yeah, I should probably give it to somebody. And well, there's one team member who is way slower than the rest of them, and that is Ricardo. What other hold items do we have? A Cleanse Tag, that doesn't do much. Black Glasses. We don't have any dark type moves though. But yeah, nobody in our party's really that fast. Of course, probably because they're all fat. I mean, seriously, we have 3 Pokemon with thick fat. But then, Sudowoodo's just way behind. Of course, it never moved in the in Crystal. It just kind of sat there. But here we have the invisible walls, and we can't actually navigate this one by looking at the little lines or by turning the contrast on our Game Boy Pocket. We have to do this one manually. Navigate it. Well, we now have water type moves, and Tails is a really good Pokemon now because Icy Wind and water type moves. But here we're going to dig into our bag and use the Poke Flute because, well, I don't like being asleep with a Venusaur here. Even though we are not weak to grass moves, we still would take a lot of damage if it decided to use Razor Leaf and it got a critical or something. But Venusaur goes down with Icy Wind, and next up is a Pinsir, so we get to try out Surf. And that is pretty powerful for Surf. It's not bad. Dugong isn't the most, it isn't the best attacker, but I mean, it's a pretty good Pokemon. And Surf on it, I mean, it's pretty much mandatory that you teach Surf to all your water types, as I said in the last episode. But here, we're going to take on the next guy, a Juggler with a Muck. And these levels are starting to get pretty high up there, level 38. We'll go for Headbutt, see if we can get some flinches. Doesn't look like it, so, Surf. Do you think even if they use Minimize, how would Surf possibly miss? Because, I mean, you're still getting overtaken by, like, a massive wave. But I guess real logic doesn't come into effect. I mean, you can stomp on them and do more damage, but a massive wave or an earthquake still has a pretty high chance of missing. So we'll Surf all over this Muck, take it out, and that's some good experience. But I think Tails is a little low on health for now, so we'll go to Aerial. Test out Surf on as many Pokemon as we can. This guy said he dreamt of being a magician or something. I didn't really read that. But, Surf on everything and see how it does. Porygon 2 is just so defensive. And Confusion, obviously. Agility to boost its speed, and I guess we'll keep surfing on it. I guess we could try Strength, but might as well stick with Surf, and he's going to withdraw it for a Poliwag. So that is actually a pretty bright move because Water Absorb makes it useless. But Poliwag can't really hurt us, and we have Swift Swim. So that rain's only going to help as soon as the rain dies out. And now Strength to hopefully finish off Poliwag. Not quite, but we'll finish it off here. And Poliwag down. Aerial grows up to 33, but we should probably switch. Well, we're faster. We're guaranteed to be faster than it now because even though it has Swift Swim, we're faster than it originally. So that'll finish it off. And next up is a Gyarados. We have Swift Swim, but I really don't trust this, so you know, I think we'll go to Chuck. This is a difficult situation, but Chuck took out a Gyarados in the last episode, and good, the rain stops, so that is good. And that crit is very good, because now we can high jump kick it and finish it off. There we go. Chuck is getting pretty high up there, and it can definitely handle this Swinub. Weak to fighting, because it's an Ice type. Ice is just so bad defensively, which is like my only problem because I have 2 Ice types and they're not the most defensive Pokemon in the world. Even Ice types with like good physical defense are still really weak to rock and fighting and stuff like that, so it's not the best thing. And another Love Disc, we had one in the last episode. And we actually went first because our Quick Claw that time. And Hitmonlee doesn't have much defense, but it resists Rock Slide, so we kind of have to switch out, and I guess Chuck is best fit to handle this. Because, well, Aerial would be with Fly, but can't really do that with that low health. And we should finish it off with an Arm Thrust and High Jump Kick critical hit. Oh boy. That was dangerous, and we've had some trouble with Spoinks in this run too, so man, this is tough. This is so far the toughest gym because we're not that great on level, because I didn't do all the routes to the east and I haven't been doing a lot of training. So hopefully we can get through all of the gym trainers. I think there's only 2 more. I don't really want to go back and heal between the gym trainers and the gym leader. That's just kind of a personal philosophy. I don't know what I'll do for Sabrina though, because she has 8 of them. So that could be problematic. But we have to take out this guy if we can get to him. Or we can almost walk around him. That almost worked really well. Tamer Phil with a Mawile. I don't know how heavy Mawile is, but low kick is super effective. That did not do as much as I'd hoped. And it switches in a Spheal, which almost goes down with low kick, and we can get the Quick Claw boost and hit it first. And then you're going to send Mawile back in, and we finish you off. Hopefully finish you off with low kick. Not bad, not bad. I really like Mawile. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but it's one of my favorites from Hoenn. And Block is not really ever useful, so I'm not going to teach it. Darlene's still good on health, but we haven't shown Kaylee yet this episode, so we'll do that, since this is the final trainer. Juggler Sean with the Bellsprout, so we made the right choice. I'd really like a better fire move, though, just because, well, that paralysis, because we can't quite finish it off, that could come back to haunt us on his next Pokemon, which is a Dragonair. Stomp should do a pretty fair amount if we can hit with it. And, well, that didn't do as much as I'd hoped, but we have ice moves over here, so the switch doesn't do anything because we can just finish it off with Aurora Beam. And that's all the Fuchsia Gym trainers. That was pretty difficult, more difficult than I expected. But we're here at Kaga, and I gotta figure out how to get out of this gym. Yeah, not too hard to navigate. It's always been the same pattern. You just can't see the walls. So if it's like your first time playing, you might have some trouble getting through. I think Kaga's levels, I think they went up to 43 in Red and Blue. So if this is a direct remake, it could have a level 43, and that could be very problematic, but it won't lead with it. I'm not sure what our best lead's gonna be, but I kind of think Chuck. We'll fake out whatever he sends out first, and then if it's something we can't handle, I'll switch out because I want to preserve Chuck for the end, for his highest level, because we need our best damage dealer, if we can. How do we get to Kaga from here? Come on! Come on, it can't be that difficult. Are you serious? Is this different? Maybe we can just walk right up to him from the front or something. Seriously, man. Actually, no, I think that trainer was optional and we can just kind of walk around. You know, I've never had a problem with this invisible wall puzzle. There we go. Okay, so we're here at Kaga. Normally I would save here because this could be a difficult battle, but it's not going to matter because we got one shot at it either way. He's got 4 Pokemon. He leads off with Eradicate, so this is very good for us. Fake Out will do a bunch of damage. And that was a misclick. And that is bad. Oh gosh. Do we have any lemonades by chance? No, I just have super potions. So, we'll use a super potion and hope it doesn't critical again. I wanted to do Arm Thrust to take it out. We still would have taken a lot of damage, but this is not a good start to this battle at all because I can't really heal Chuck that well. And then he has a Latios. so this is already getting almost more difficult than it needs to be. I'm going to switch into Darlene and hope we can get a good hit. Mist Ball is powerful. Lowers our special attack, which is not good. Let's see how much Aurora Beam does. With that special attack drop, this is not good. Oh boy, this might be the most difficult thing I've had happen to me so far. By far, because he's got a legendary. Luckily, Mist Ball doesn't lower our special attack there, and we get the speed drop, so we can outspeed it here, and maybe get a kill. Not quite. As long as it doesn't critical, we are fine. Okay, and he has Hyper Potions. Man, I am not prepared. I am really not prepared. What can we do here? Oh boy, we are in serious trouble because the best I have, oh yeah, I have 5 Hyper Potions. So, I'll heal Tails up, and I'll use one on Chuck later, because that's almost a necessity to have Chuck up for something later on. Of course, Chuck would not be good for Latias, but still, we need him at full health later on. And these special attack drops are not helping, but now I'm going to, Hyper Potion on Darlene, and hope we don't get critical here. Okay, and now we're going to switch into Darlene, and we should be able to hit with an Aurora Beam now that it has its speed drop, and there's the critical. Aurora Beam should be good. 2 of them will do it, and why are you using Water Sport at this point? I have no idea, but you have a second Hyper Potion, so Ice Ball might have been the better move, but I did not want to risk getting locked into it if something we can't handle comes up. Paralysis. We have a full restore that we got in the last episode. I am keeping tabs on this very well. Luckily, Mist Ball only has 5 PP. So, it's out of Mist Balls. I guess we could switch in Hirayama now. But man, Latias, very defensive Pokemon coming up. And then a Dugtrio, so we're obviously not attacking first, but a Surf would finish it off. I don't know what it's actually going to do here, so I think I am going to, my gut feeling is just use a Super Potion and see what it does. Okay. I think we can Surf if we can hit. Okay, that will finish off Dugtrio. That worked pretty well, and his highest level is a Ho-Oh with Water Sport up. This actually could work out to our advantage because we have Surf now, and we have several Pokemon who could use it. And because of Water Sport, its fire moves aren't going to do very much, and we can use Strength, but that Gust is going to be powerful. Man, Chuck. I really don't trust switching in Ricardo, but I'm going to because, well, fire moves are weakened if it decides to use one. And Rock Slide, if it hits, should finish it off. Of course it misses. We got more chances, though. Yes! Ho-Oh got taken down by a Rock Slide. I healed a little more than I had hoped. But man, what did he have again? I forgot. Let's see. He had a Dugtrio, which is... it's pretty much been overused in every generation because of Arena Trap. He had 2 Legendaries, and he let off with that Eradicate that I completely fucked up on because of Chuck. Oh, a lot of casualties there, but we get TM6. It'd be nice if it was Toxic, but instead it's Swallow, which is of absolutely no use because we don't have Stockpile. But man, everyone but Kaylee got used in that fight, and we took a lot of damage. I think I used 4 or 5 healing items in that. That was a difficult battle. And I am glad that this run's actually starting to get challenging because we've had a few really easy gym battles lately, but this one was definitely not the case. I persevered through it, It might have gone a little different if Chuck could have taken out that Eradicate early on, but Chuck didn't really have anything useful against the others. And luckily, that Latias using Water Sport pretty much saved the day. I don't know if Ho-Oh had any fire moves but because it didn't use them, but with us having 3 water types and it not being able to use its fire moves very well, and then having Rock Slide there really helped out in the end. Ho-Oh, like Charizard, crippled by rock moves, and we had some difficulties, but we had super effective hits on all of them, and we were able to save the day. So, Kaga, toughest battle so far. I was really hoping that for him to have a level 43, that it wouldn't be something like a Ho-Oh, which has insane stats, but we weren't so lucky. But we made it through, so all is good. No casualties there. So, next time on, what's it called? Next time on Pokemon LeafGreen Randomizer Nuzlocke, the only gym left on the mainland that we can take out is in Saffron, but I think we're going to head south because Surf is a fun move, and we can head over to Cinnabar Island if we surf around. We can even go into the Seafoam Islands on our way there. So, this has been Deacon082 with Pokemon LeafGreen Randomizer Nuzlocke. See you guys next time.